the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they've got their hearts set on ringing in the new NBA season with a clean 1-0 record. And this is a team that believes they can do that. All the fine-tuning and changes of the offseason are what they hope will start to take shape starting tonight. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in Saint-Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see you there, big fella, too.
I was
memorable.
invited.
How'd you like my bathing suit, Ernie?
Well, let's get it to Kevin Harlan.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
just before the game, the championship ring is distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans.
Andrew Bogut.
We're at the sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. We'll see the New Orleans Pelicans facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans: Davis and Ashik in the middle, Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3, and it's Halach at that 2-guard position.
Well, he can defend 3 positions.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to...
4-point game. Here matched up against the Golden State Warriors is how they're going to tip off the new season.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
And both free throws good for Green.
Even in an opponent's ear, he's a vocal presence. And also another example of how...
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Curry, good.
Nice stroke from long range. If he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying, there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. You know, his top scorers. Fourth, Anthony Davis.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season.
Davis with a screen on Curry. Gordon goes in. That's good. Gordon's got his second basket of the game. And Green with the basket on the assist by Curry. On the wing, Davis shot off a pick, and that one's good. Davis has got his first basket of the night.
These guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's what we and they always love seeing. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. Good. That is...
Launches it. And yes, sir, that one drops. Evans has got sit now by Barnes. Here's Hasek. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Hasek.
Right there, just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Tell you what, he can do a lot.
Warriors leading by 5. Feeds it to Barnes. That one goes. Count.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And the Warriors with some changes. Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Green. Barbosa comes.
Harry Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice...
Here's Cole. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Cole. And it's sent back by Spates. And they get it back. And that one's good.
Whatever their plan was.
Strike for 2.
Last year's Warriors and where they ranked in the NBA. A chance to check that out now, Kevin. First in scoring. First in assists. And they also were #1 in team shooting percentage. A very impressive offensive group.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense, and you can win games.
Free throw drops for Barbosa. Well, last year the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs. A solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming...
Anderson passes to Cole. And he banks in the layup.
Textbook, nice pass.
2009 when they were the Hornets.
That is good. Now just a... Here's Cole. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. That, I'm sure, will change. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Nobody near Barnes. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Warriors lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. Like to do the one dribble and fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can do.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Change the plan until they make you, and that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. The shot-blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Evans in at the 3 spot.
Well, whether you call him the
back to Curry. Nice form on the 20-footer. Curry's got 8 points. And Patrick Ewing, he says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and does
a 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Warriors, number 1.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive through Holiday. He had a strong showing last season. He put up about 15 points a game last season. 7 assists, and him miss such an open look.
Curry buries it down low. Curry's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Green. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden. And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to
second quarter. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond. Be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
The 8-footer. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
The war. Here's Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday.
Size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. And, you know, going back to Ashik, I mean, he's not just a big, immobile guy. I mean, he's got really good flexibility, and that's helped him develop some post moves at the offensive end. He's no longer.
Evans penetrating. Near the 3-point line, it's Gordon. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. Good on the shot. Curry's got the lead up to 11.
To the show that he's putting on in this period.
And the shot is good. 8 points for. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's Green with the jam.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has this. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8.
Greg making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
It's Curry with the drive. That's good.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this.
The feed to Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points.
Go. The teardrop falls in. Curry's got 20.
Reflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
That's good. And that's 11 points for Eric Gordon. In for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Thompson. And it's Barbosa in for step court awareness. The change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more as at Portland after this one. That'll be the 2nd of this 2-game road trip. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 4 points with the Barnes with it. Cunningham's there. And Green gets it to go.
And he's
Warriors leading by 6. Here's Barnes. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying them in this game at 54%. Barbosa gets the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball. Go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Livingston. The basket is
by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
With 1 on the clock. And that concludes the first half. The Warriors on top. They lead by 12. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, I'm here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, you guys really turned it on in that second quarter. What was the difference?
Push the tempo. We got a lot of stops early. Long rebounds, was able to get out in transition. Being on the floor for some easy baskets, and we just executed kind of flawlessly that quarter.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, he's earned this rest.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Things really started to heat up in that second quarter as they put together some nice runs and were able to pull out to a 12-point lead. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, the shots were dropping for them. I mean, they were just dropping out of everywhere, dropping out the ceiling, dropping out the popcorn guy's man's hand, whatever. It didn't matter what the defense was. They found a way to get a good look almost every time. They just got to be patient, take as long as they need to keep finding those high percentage shots.
Kenny, let's get your opinion on New Orleans.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit. That makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers. Couriers took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them and second place in the West were the same as the games between second place and eighth in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5. And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender, really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at this.
And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Curry. 15-point. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
And back to Tyreke Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. That 7-foot wingspan. That Ashik in the post, working on Green. That's good, and the Warrior lead. Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Gordon. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gordon, period. Evans with it, picked up by Thompson. Holiday sinks that one from the post. 8 points for him.
As the real catalyst, then I think it allowed them to put that run together.
And that one's good. Here's Thompson, and he throws it down hard with one hand. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft, and Clark, his mom, was a division. Now the pass to Davis, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Varejao.
And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
He makes one of two. Dishes to Ashe. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. There's Gordon with the three. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots. And he comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And then for New Orleans, Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Pondexter. Plenty of space. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Well, I like the way
the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs.
Back to Anderson. All sorts of time. That drops. Anderson's got 6. Pondexter kicks to Ajinça. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy,
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pondexter, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. Anderson outside to tie. Shot's good. Anderson's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this.
To Anderson. Second chance shot. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket. Pondexter, the pass to Cunningham. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Warriors lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Evans dishes to Gordon. Screen by Ashe to take the lead, and the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 9 points.
in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. I tell you what, in his 3rd season.
Well, going back to Ashe, he lost his starting job at Dwight Howard in his 4th season when he was in Houston. So,
moral of the story, don't put Omer on the bench. He won't like it.
Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
And he gets the bucket. And it's now 26 points for Steph Curry. Pelicans trail by 3. The screen for Gordon. Clock at 4. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Gordon's got 22 points.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper? And talking about Tyreke Evans, you really hope he can build on what he did last year. He has 2.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the 3-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Barnes kicks to Bogut. No good on the trip paint. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Thompson
at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Take a look at what Anthony Davis has done. He's got 12 rebounds and 4 blocks. Excellent defensive presence on the glass and delivering some of that shot blocking skill, too.
He has really just owned the paint. Well-rounded performance.
He's off on the second. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Here's Hasek. Side. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just exactly, it sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint.
The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through. Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid fire.
Duash. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. That's with the steal. And now it's Evans running. He can go all the way, and he gets it to go.
Right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good.
They grabbed their own miss. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Take a look at what Curry's done. He's got 30 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And both free throws good for Curry.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regular.
Now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. That gives them the lead. That's 12 points.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Offensively.
Curry with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Curry gets the bucket.
It just seems like the more...
And Curry the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Gordon's got 18 points now here in the second half.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Curry gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the...
Pass to Davis. Wide open look. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Big
ball around.
Curry attacking. Soft touch off the glass. Curry's got the Warriors on the break. In with the ball. And the jam by Steph Curry. 3 on 3. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's blocked by Curry. And they're able to recover. The shot's good from Evans. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Here's Green. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Green. 11 rebounds, and he's stolen the ball 4 times.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical.
30 left in the fourth quarter, and the shot is good. And that's 31 points for Eric Gordon.
And you can tell.
Outside Curry. Launches a 3. The long distance 3 is barely. A pull-up. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. And now it's shot from the wing. And it's Golden State with another.
Terrific run to seal.
Pass to Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Warriors lead by 14.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
That free throw missing. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Here's Ajinça, finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Now Rush. No good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater efforts.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch them fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Clay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. Shaq, what'd you think?
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this guy. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
What a special night for him offensively. Anytime you can get a player who's scoring up in the 40s, you know he was feeling it. And once he got rolling, his teammates were getting him the ball and just getting out his way.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.